So we had some record warmth today across the area. It was a very beautiful day, but we did tie the record at Islip, high of 68 degrees. So very unusual, tying the old record of 68 set back in 2016. There are a number of record reports we got to go through today, and we'll get those. First, JFK also, record high temperature 67, tying the old record, so that was set back in 1973. And then we have a Bridgeport record that was tied as well, so of 64 degrees. So, yeah, got close to 70 across Long Island today, and really a lot of areas did get to 70 degrees, and we're going to go over some of those. So looking at the ISP climate report today, we had a high of 68, again tying the old record, and that was 22 degrees above normal. However, it was pretty cool this morning, low of 34, so that was only 4 degrees above normal, putting us 13 degrees above normal for the day. And Central Park did make it to 70. They got up to 73, actually, at Central Park, which is 25 degrees above normal. Not a record, though. Yeah, quite. You see that low of 51, 17 degrees above normal. So very warm today. Let's go to the LaGuardia. They got up to 71. And let's go to Newark. I'm sure the hottest spot, 73. So 73 at Newark as well, 24 degrees above normal. So, yeah, quite a warm day today. However, it was sunny with blue skies, and I did go to the Pines for a little bit and enjoy some of those nice blue skies, although it was quite warm out. Really felt like May out there. But the sky was pretty nice for much of the day. We had blue skies, not much fog at all. And even the night, this is our dusk, which is a beautiful pink dusk, which indicates there's dry air around. And we do have fairly clear skies tonight with the stars. But you'll notice that there is some fog in the distance here. Looking here, so there was some fog looking south from the train station where I was, and then from Mineola, you can again. I had to go up. You can see all the buildings they're building all over the place, but this you can see that fog on the horizon starting to move in, and that definitely is confirmed on the satellite image here. You can see that fog now starting to move into Suffolk County. It looks like, and parts of the Jersey Shore. We're finally starting to see that as the temperatures have dropped. We'll run the satellite loop today, so you can take a look and see that area of fog. It kind of is making its way north toward our area. So this is the area right here, and we could be dealing with some fog tonight. Looking at a map of high temperatures across the area, and again, we had highs upper 60s across Long Island, 68 at Islip, 68 at Farmingdale, 66 at Shirley and West Hampton. And if you're on the North Shore, yeah, some 70s there. 71 in Comac, and probably got pretty close to 70 here in Mineola, 72 at Floral Park, 67 at JFK, 72 at LaGuardia, 71 in Central Park. And looking at Jersey, yeah, 75 in the Pines west of Toms River there. Wow. Right now it's 48, but you can see they're very, very warm. Very warm. Not much of a sea breeze. Looking at the lows this morning, was pretty cool this morning, right? Upper 30s and even 28 at West Hampton. But mid 40s for the city, and that's the alley. I don't think the alley even made it below 50 last night. So we've got temperatures right now, 45 degrees at Farmingdale, 46 at Islip, and the alley, unfortunately, is not that cool. It's 55 degrees in the alley. Cool air, 45 at JFK, 54 at LaGuardia, so I guess that's pretty close to what it is at LaGuardia. Hey, it could be warmer. Central Park, 61. There you go, right? And it looks like in the Pine Band and then Toms River, Miller Air Park, 48 right there. So there is a dense fog advisory in effect for, we're going to click this right now if this will just show it. Doesn't want to work. All right. No difference. All right. There is a dense fog advisory for New Jersey, the southern half of New Jersey. There it is. Midnight tonight until 10 a.m. on Tuesday. And probably also in effect for the coastal waters as well. However, some of this fog may wind up rolling into West Hampton. Let's see if there is fog at West Hampton. Yeah, I'm having a problem with this. I don't know what's going on. Let's see if they're reporting fog. Yes, they are. So the visibility is actually down to a quarter of a mile in fog. So we've got dense fog tonight rolling in, and it's probably going to come in pretty quickly. It's gonna come in probably. It could be like a bank coming in. Yep. Islip also reporting fog and sucky drizzle too, by the way. So yeah, wow, I can't believe it. That's something there, right? Islip's got drizzle and quarter of a mile visibility. Wow, it just rolled in like that, huh? It's pretty interesting. So yeah, so here you go. So we're in the fog, and we're gonna just go over the models here until tomorrow, and just see how warm it's going to get tomorrow. If you're inland. Now, today, obviously, the models were overdoing the fog a little bit, but now that it is here, we have, again, that southerly flow becomes southwesterly, and as the day starts, we'll hardly have to have a westerly wind sort of take over here. The dew points maybe not as low as today, so there may be more moisture in the air, which means more fog at the coast. But if you're inland, the temperatures will probably still get pretty warm for tomorrow. So let's go and look at those temperatures. So tonight, probably 40s is going to do it. Some areas might get a little colder than that, mid-40s. Urban areas, 50s, including my alley. And then for tomorrow, yeah, take a look at this. Tomorrow, if you're in Jersey, how about close to 80 degrees tomorrow? It could be 75 to 80. And then take a look at Long Island, and you see here that the North Shore could be 70 or better. The middle, probably similar to today, but it could always have the potential to be warmer than that. And then the South Shore, only in the 50s, where there could be some fog around. So there's going to be a big range of temperatures tomorrow. It's going to be one of those days that you're going to have, and you can see that marine layer kind of move in as the day goes on there. But yeah, it's going to be quite warm in Jersey, quite warm. And if we take a look at some soundings, we'll do this afternoon sounding over Islip. I can. You do see that there is a decent amount of sunshine, maybe a little bit of upper level moisture. Those lines are pretty far apart, so hopefully we'll get sunshine again tomorrow, although the fog will probably return in the evening. And then if you're in New Jersey, yeah, it's definitely much less of a marine layer there to deal with on clearer skies. So there could be, again, some fog banks on the South Shore perhaps tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to see exactly how this all works for tomorrow. Let's go to the RGEM for skies, and we'll see, and this is the RGEM, by the way, similar temperature distribution as well. So you can see as we start, you can see that fog coming in the night, and then it should, again, sort of burn off as we get toward the afternoon, and hopefully we'll have mostly sunny skies. Maybe not quite as clear as today, but should be a decent amount of sunshine tomorrow. And again, best chances for sunshine are inland. And then, oddly enough, as we get to the evening, the fog kind of just moves away a little bit there. It's just kind of interesting. Let's do the NAM sky cover. This might be a little more generous with the fog. So you can see that fog there, pretty prevalent. And then it sort of, again, burns off as you get toward the afternoon. So I'm hoping that's when we'll have some sunshine. Hopefully we'll get a chance for some more sunshine again tomorrow, hopefully. And again, it's going to be pretty warm if you're in Jersey. So let's go to the Ventu sky. Yeah, if you're in Jersey and dealing with that kind of heat, yeah, you're going to be dressing like it's summertime. So anyway, let's go take a look at tomorrow, the 10th, on the Ventu sky site. And you can see here, we'll go into the afternoon, 2 o'clock, all right? So you see here how warm it is in Jersey. All right, maybe not 80. It's not showing 80 degrees, so maybe not 80. But, hey, it could get, if you go inland, it's close to 80, so it's possible. But you see here on the South Shore, cooler temperatures, much cooler on the South Shore. But as you go inland, the temperatures are much warmer for tomorrow. So we'll have that same type of thing today. Now, if we'll look at Islip, for instance, you will see that we actually had west winds, southwest to west-southwest winds and that's when the temperatures were warm. But then the winds went more southerly, and the temperatures dropped accordingly. And again, you see that fog kind of coming in later on this evening. So anyway, back to this. You again, you see those cooler temperatures on the South Shore for tomorrow. All right, and as we make our way over to 5 o'clock, you'll see Jersey. It'll continue to be hot, especially some of these areas here. Look at that, 81. I wouldn't be surprised if Tom's River makes a run at 80 tomorrow. It's possible. For us here on Long Island, South Shore, much cooler temperatures. Maybe not 40s, but 50s. And then the middle, probably around 60 by the evening. And then North Shore still in the 70s. And then as we get to 8 o'clock, the temperatures drop a little more as that sea breeze works its way in. The marine layer works its way in, while Jersey is still going to be pretty warm even at 8 o'clock at night. Now, the fog. So this is the HRRR model, and you'll see here at noon tomorrow. First of all, starting off in the morning, we'll probably have clouds, fog, and stratus, but it will burn off inland especially. So by noon, you're mostly sunny west of the Parkway in Jersey, and south of maybe there might still be some stubborn clouds on the South Shore. But as we get to 2 o'clock, you still see those marine clouds over there, over Jersey, trying to come in. And then we have the marine clouds here as well, but less. There should be some sunshine inland. But if you're right on the South Shore, you might be stuck in those marine clouds. It's really hard to predict that. Obviously, this model really overdid it today, so it's possible. And I'm hoping we see more sunshine than this is projecting for Long Island. By 6 o'clock, it's all clear if you're in Jersey, but if you're on Long Island, you're dealing with that advancing stratus layer again. And again, the temperatures kind of reflect that as well. Long Island, much cooler. And if you're in Jersey, much warmer. Even at 6 o'clock, still 70 or better. As we go to 8 o'clock, still pretty warm. You notice the wind goes a little more southerly, so maybe it tries to bring a little bit of a sea breeze into the Jersey Shore, but it's mainly Long Island that's enjoying the cooler temperatures. Or not enjoying them. And then, obviously, still watching the fog bank here. Oddly enough, it seems like it doesn't really want to advance too much toward the evening. So, oddly enough, it tends to actually go away toward the evening, which is weird. But that's what the HRRR is showing as far as the fog goes. So, we can also look at visibility on here, and I can kind of show you where there's fog. And you can see here very dense fog on the South Shore showing around 5 o'clock, according to this model here. 2 o'clock. Showing this dense fog, but if you're inland, it's sunny. So you may be driving on the Parkway like the Sagatos, and it may be sunny, and all of a sudden you go and drive into a fog bank, which those fog banks look pretty cool. So there'll be some interesting looking skies tomorrow with these fog banks, if it's as aggressive as this model is saying, which is the HRRR. So I want to go to windy.com, and we'll just go ahead and look at that and see what that is showing, we'll see if we get some fog. See how this is predicting the fog for tomorrow. Temperature. This is the European model, obviously. Similar idea with the temperatures, obviously. But let's see if it has a similar idea with the clouds. And it does. So, again, you could see clouds and maybe some fog over Long Island, 2 o'clock. And then the fog kind of just, oddly enough, it goes away by 7. But you see there's a lot of fog right here, about 4 o'clock. Clear if you're in Jersey, but if you've got the fog and if we look visibility, those are stratus clouds, so there could be, again, visibility. Yeah, it's showing some reduced visibility. It could be fog being reported here. So this is going to have to be watched. So again, tomorrow might not be as nice, especially on Long Island, especially if you're on the South Shore. So tomorrow might be the day. You have to see what it's like when you get up, but you may have a day where you're stuck in the fog and 50s maybe. So, you're not going to be wearing shorts if you're on Long Island tomorrow. But in Jersey, you might have to, because it's going to be pretty warm there. So that's the thing. So this is very tricky to predict, obviously. But the more you are toward the South Shore, the more likely you're not going to be getting into those more nice warm temperatures, like people inland are. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we do get to see the sun again tomorrow here on Long Island. Otherwise, you may have to shut up and go to New Jersey to see the sun, perhaps. But that's it for now. Have a good night.